Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone. I am Zohara from grade 9 here. So you all know today is Miladun Nabi and I am here to speak about different stages in the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is his childhood, teenage years, early adulthood, prophethood and his roles as a father, leader and al-Sadiq and al-Amin. I am going to give a detailed exploration of these stages. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born in 570 CE in Mecca in the Arabian Peninsula. His father Abdullah died before he was born and his mother Amina passed away when he was 6. He was cared by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib and later by his uncle Abu Talib. At the time of his birth, Mecca was a significant trade and religious hub. The majority of Meccans worshipped multiple gods and idols. Meccan society had significant social inequalities, with the wealthy elite holding power. The Meccans had deviated from the original monotheistic teachings and there was a need for spiritual reform. It was customary for children in Mecca to be sent out to the desert to be raised by Bedouins for a healthier upbringing. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was placed in the care of Halima bint Abi Zuhaib, who noted that her household was blessed while Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in her care. Halima's family was struggling financially. Their land was barren and crops were failing. Halima's household, like many in Mecca, was lacking spiritual guidance, but her household got blessed with the entrance of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Halima's family experienced a significant increase in wealth and crops flourishing. Halima and her family were blessed with spiritual growth and they became more righteous and devout. In his teenage years, even as a young boy, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was known for his honesty and integrity. His name, Al-Amin, the trustworthy, was a testament to his character and it stayed with him throughout his life. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam started working as a shepherd to help support his family. This work was essential in shaping his character, giving him a deep understanding of patience, responsibility and empathy for others. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam began working in trade, first assisting his uncle Abu Talib and then independently. His reputation for honesty and skill in trade grew and he became a trusted businessman in Mecca. At the age of 25, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was employed by a wealthy widow, Khadija bin Khuwailid, to manage her trade caravans. Impressed by his trustworthiness and character, she proposed marriage and they were married for over 25 years. Khadija was his first and most supportive wife, and she played a crucial role in his life, especially during the early days of his prophethood. In the cave of Hira, Allah Almighty revealed, "Iqra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq." The words, the voice, he came panting, painting and trembling. And am I afraid of my life? Khadija told, "You are honest and truthful, you who help the poor, who care for the orphans and the needy, who respect the elders, nothing will happen to you. It came out his tongue regarding you. The words are also your morals and habits," is a proof of. The first people to accept his message were Khadija, his cousin Ali, his adopted son Zaid, and his close friend Abu Bakr. Initially, the message was spread quietly, but as the Prophet's following grew, so did the opposition from the Quraysh, the ruling elite of Mecca. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers faced severe persecution from the Quraysh. Despite this, he continued to preach monotheism and justice, advocating for the rights of the poor and marginalized. In 1622 CE, due to increasing hostility, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers migrated to Yathrib, later renamed as Medina. This event, known as the Hijrah, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had 6 children with Khadija, 2 sons, Qasim and Abdullah, both of whom who died in infancy, and four daughters, Zainab, Ruqayya, Kulsum, and Fatima. His relationship with his daughters, especially Fatima, was one of love and care. He was a gentle and compassionate father, always teaching his children through example. The Prophet experienced deep personal loss with the deaths of his sons and later the death of his three daughters during his lifetime. Fatima was the only one who survived him. Before his prophethood, Muhammad was widely known in Mecca as Al-Sadiq, the truthful, and Al-Amin, the trustworthy. His honesty in business and personal affairs was acknowledged by everyone, including his enemies. His reputation for fairness was exemplified when he resolved a dispute among the Quraysh about who should place the black stone during the renovation of the Kaaba. Muhammad suggested that all the tribal leaders hold a part of the cloth in which the stone was placed, and then he positioned it, ensuring equality and fairness in the matter. Everyone knows the incident of Taif. Muhammad got fed up with the people he went and met and delivered a message that those people were not even ready to talk. The angel said, "Pray for them, I will crush the city, dear prophet." Instead of praying the altar, he prayed them and said that even if it is not these people, the next generation will believe. That is why the poet used to say, "He is the one who gives flowers even after eating stones." After the Hijrah, Muhammad was not only a spiritual leader but also a political leader. In Medina, he established the first Islamic state and formulated the Constitution of Medina, which outlined the rights and duties of all citizens, including non-Muslims. He fostered unity between the Ansar, locals of Medina, and Muhajirun, migrants from Mecca. Although initially averse to warfare, Muhammad was forced to lead his followers in defense against the Quraysh.